team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 11th ranked team, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Mustangs will kick this deep to start us off. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down here for this offense. There's the handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but yet nothing.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Here's the second down play. Caught quickly. Physical run breaks through a tackle. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Now it's second down here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around, give him a chance to get out in space, are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
Powerful running here. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Missouri getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's intercepted. The defense sniffed out the screen pass. He's got some room and some blockers here. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Ponies. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Oh, my gosh. He completely baits the quarterback here. Quarterback thinks he can dump it off to the running back. The defense anticipates it, steps in front of it, and goes to the house for a touchdown.
And the PA team makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Getting set to kick the ball off now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now. They'll try the right here. Breaking free at the 35. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Catch made over the middle. Brought down that crosses midfield to the 46.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
First down and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. Critical third down play for this offense right here. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Extending the play now. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only is he pulled out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
They need 5 yards here on fourth down to keep the drive alive. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's moving out of the pocket. Complete to the running back on this fourth down play. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You can really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the first down.
Physical running, fights off the defender. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri. That's a test of toughness and a test of will, and the running back won that.
Yeah, that's a great effort. Love to see running backs get their knees up and run through those potential arm tackles. So it makes him one of the top backs in the country.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And here's the handoff. They hit him behind the line, and out comes the football. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
We can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Now here's the toss play. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Point after, up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. The last possession ended in a fumble, and that set up a touchdown, so they got to bounce back from that right away. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Tackled after a short return at the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
And the offense trots back onto the field here. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. Costly hold nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. On the move. It's a foot race. Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. What a highlight moment. The kickoff taken all the way back for a touchdown.
Man, a kick return for a touchdown is one of the most electrifying plays in football. Everything has to align right. Great blocks. Return man hits the crease just like he did there. Then he's off to the races. By the way, if I'm the kickoff coverage team, I don't know if I'd be kicking to this guy anymore.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The Missouri offense back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Now they'll run it on the toss. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain. Getting set. Here's second down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Receiver makes the grab. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that first down, breaks the tackle, just comes up a little bit short of the first down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Trying for a 4th down completion. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
And now they'll run it on the draw. Finding space at the 20. And they finally get him down, but a huge gain to wrap up this first quarter.
the end of the third quarter. Missouri 21, SMU 14.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Ball handed off. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Pressure is coming. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they'll bring him down after a short gain, moves the football inside the 5.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he could get the yards after the catch enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. A solid kick.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. Hoping to improve in the last drive. They got stopped on fourth down, and it ended up costing them a field goal. Makes a quick catch. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on first down. Here comes the shovel pass. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. It's a run to the left. Powerful running into the secondary. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Missouri getting set for the 1st and 10 now. He'll hand it off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Second down play coming up. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Offense will have to overcome the holding penalty now. Penalty sets him back, makes it 1st and long. Handoff here from the shotgun. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. A quick throw out left, complete. Tackle at the 8 after the completion.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
See if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Here comes a handoff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
They knocked through the P-18 and go up 28-17. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the SMU offense is back on the field now. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. He's running out of time here. Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Backed up to the 6-yard line. It's second and long. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Running out of time in the pocket. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Ball fielded at the 45. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's second and 3.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's third down coming up.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. This time it's complete. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline, waiting for your turn to get another chance.
Heading left after the handoff. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Fresh set of downs. First and goal. And now the handoff. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
A run to the left, trying to find pay dirt. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
After the point after, it's a 35-17 game. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. It's a squib kick, fielded by one of the up men. They get him down to the 33 after a solid return.
SMU Mustangs will take over. First and 10.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he fires the football to the right side. He fires this throw and is intercepted.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes a quick grab. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to throw it on first down. It's a quick grab. It's a nice gain. He'll move the football up to the 27. Tackle made with a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking to make a play deep downfield. He's picked for a third time tonight. Going the other way. Can they catch him? At the 10 now. Touchdown Tigers. Wow, what a play. A defensive score. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Defense is coming after him. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
From their own 7, it's now 2nd and long. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Looking for a deep completion. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Touchdown, SMU. Made the defense look slow that time.
My, oh my. Now that's a play that makes your jaw touch the floor. The pass and catch to take it the distance on one play is definitely an offensive coordinator's dream.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. He'll ride the back again here. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. And now it's 4th down and long.
Punt team ready to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. And the Mustangs come to the line in a hurry up.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. First down, looking to throw the ball. Short connection to the tight end here.
That's a good job here staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second manageable here for this offense.
And he's got his man open downfield. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The Mustangs pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Can he take it all the way? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. They'll run it here. That run moves the ball across the 35.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Using his legs on the scramble. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Ball handed off. And that run produces a decent gain.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. The score, Missouri 42, SMU 24.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, as a head coach, you preach 4th quarter offense all year long. The importance of being able to finish out a game. This is a great example. They have secured this football, this drive. They've been able to convert on 3rd downs, and they keep moving this clock. This is a clinic on how to run a full-minute offense.
And at first down, they go right back to him. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the 4th quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the 4th quarter.
Toss play to the outside. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
This defense just cannot get off the field. Long march, moves on. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Touchdown, Missouri. And the route is on.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
SMU 24.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. And the Mustangs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Bringing pressure. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The Mustangs are looking to keep this drive going.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Here's the target, and it's complete.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Looking to throw yet again. Took contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Some hard running there through a tackle. This offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Oh, he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
Looking for the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The pass rush closing in. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
The offense 2 for 2 on third downs in this drive, but this will be tough. It's third and long. Here's the throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And he's going to launch it deep again. Downfield and incomplete. A fourth down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal a victory.
So the Missouri offense headed back out onto the field. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Good pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
They moved the ball into good position, but now it's third and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. Caught near the goal line. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a first down and goal right there.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play caller? Up big, fourth quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. I think they're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Ball moved back to the 4 for second and goal. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. Touchdown Tigers. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
And the point after is right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. We've been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. This has been a demolition, a monumental beatdown. Time to just put the controller down. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. Touchdown, Mustangs. It was a foot race and he won it.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I'm not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. And I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And they've got the recovery. The offense goes right back to work now. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Keeping it on the ground here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
There was so much anticipation, so much prep.